I've gotten some questions over the last couple of days about how to use EdPuzzle and what it is. So I just wanted to create a real quick screencast just to show you what it is, how to use it, and how it can benefit your remote teaching. So if you don't have an EdPuzzle, if you've never heard of it before, you're going to click this blue sign up button. It'll give you the option to log in with your Google account. I'm just going to go ahead and hit login. It'll ask you if you're a teacher or student, email, login. It's going to take me to my home page. So you can see over on the left-hand side, right over here, content. So this is where all the videos live. So you've got your home screen, which is kind of like YouTube's home screen. Curriculum, I don't really mess too much with this one, but then Wilmington High School and my content. So it'll tell you how many teachers there are in Wilmington using EdPuzzle. So there are 12 teachers just at the high school that are using EdPuzzle. So you can see, shout out to Miss Kramer, because that's most of her stuff. But then there's other subject areas that are using EdPuzzle. So you can see that we have a computer class that used EdPuzzle, math, science, world languages. So you can, if you're a science teacher and say somebody has created a science EdPuzzle from your department, you can go in and find that if they've made it public and use it for your own. If you click on my content, it'll show everything that is loaded. Now you can see, like, I've taken this from Khan Academy. I've taken this from CNN 10. These are originals where I've created screencasts of me going over the notes and then proceeded to ask questions. So what we're going to do, I'm going to pick one that I haven't asked questions on yet. So we'll do this copy of a letter from a Birmingham jail. Okay. And you can kind of see down here, this shows that 70 other people have taken this video and created assessments with them. So these little bubbles with numbers next to them says the video has 5 questions. So somebody's taken this video and asked 5 questions on it already. So I'm going to hit play.
What we're going to read together
and it just shows you
is what has become known.
It just shows you what the video is, almost like you were watching it on YouTube. So I'm going to hit edit right here. And it's going to give you the option to cut the video. So if you don't want it to be 4 minutes and 11 seconds long, you can drag this little blue bar and you can make it however long you want. You can do a voiceover, which is almost like a screencast where, just like I'm doing now, they see the screen, I'm talking over it. What I like to do is use the questions feature. So as the video progresses, and we'll hit play and we'll hear what it has to say real fast.
What we're going to read together in this video is what has become known as Martin Luther King's letter from a Birmingham jail.
So what I might do here is ask an open-ended question of, what is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. best known for? So this is an open-ended question. I'm going to hit save because it's going to save the question, and you'll see it over here on the left-hand side. Now, this is the really cool part. On EdPuzzle, if you ask a question, the students can't go forward in the video until they answer the question in some way. So what they will see this screen. So as you can see, the video is just buffering because they haven't hit continue yet. They haven't answered it yet. So I'm going to hit continue.
She wrote from a jail cell in 1963.
You can add as many questions as you'd like. You can make a multiple choice or open-ended. And then there's also a note section, which isn't a question, but it just pops up a note that you want them to know. So that's kind of helpful too. So let's say I am done with this. So I'm going to hit finish up here. Okay. So it's going to show you this video again. It shows you where your question is, gives you all these different options, shows you at what time and what kind of question you asked. So now what I want to do is assign this to my classes. So if it's your first time using EdPuzzle, it's going to ask you if you want to connect it to your Google Classroom. I obviously have. You can choose to if you want. It makes it super easy because EdPuzzle will post directly to Classroom, which is nice. And then, so I have all my classes listed over here, a couple of U.S. governments, a world history, and career explorations. So let's say I was going to post it to my honors government class. You can make a start time and assignment just like you would on Google Classroom. Prevent skipping on, turn on closed captionings on, post on Google Classroom. This is one you have to make sure you hit every time. So I'm going to hit that. It's going to post on Google Classroom for me. I'm going to hit assign. and there it is. Now, the nice thing is that if your kids are loaded into Google Classroom, then they're automatically brought into EdPuzzle. They don't have to have a code. They don't have to log into EdPuzzle on their own, but they do need to be in your class. So if I go to my honors government class, the first thing I'm going to see is Dylan Oney posted a new assignment via EdPuzzle, letter from a Birmingham jail. So that's really awesome. And you can see that I've already posted a couple of things for my kids on EdPuzzle just this morning. So, I mean, it works very well. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you'll be able to see kind of why this is so important to our kids and why it's very helpful for remote instruction, because now I can plan for a week's worth of teaching, have assessments that I can use the data to drive my next layer of instruction, and it all takes place, and it can be done in as little as 10, 15 minutes. The work, it really pays itself off very quickly. This is just a free version of EdPuzzle. We can upgrade as a district, but I haven't seen any features that I absolutely have to have that's not already on the free version. So hopefully you get a chance to play around with it. Hopefully you get a chance to work with it a little bit. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.